Alright boys, Sonnet 4.6 just came out, and I know it feels like every other week there's some new update that drops and the new 4.6, Opus 4.9, blah blah blah. It's mostly all nonsense, but sometimes it really does matter. For example, what we're going to go through in this video real quickly is why if you're doing OpenClaw, vibe coding, or just regular Claude stuff, this could matter to you. So the number one thing that they're trying to stress here with Sonnet 4.6 is that it's basically just as good as Opus 4.6, but 40% cheaper. So if you're doing OpenClaw or anything really, and you're using their API, it could be a good idea to switch from Opus 4.6 to Sonnet 4.6 because you can do all the same things effectively, but for 40% cheaper. Think about that, which is really, really good for anybody that's using this API because sometimes it can really start adding up. You can see here that agentic terminal coding is basically the same thing, a 5% difference. And one of the main things that it's trying to push is office tasks, so like stuff like Excel or word sheets and stuff like that. It's much better than Opus 4.6 is at that, and a bunch of other blah 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 stuff. It's just almost as good, but much cheaper. That's all you need to know. And you can read this. You can read this if you want. You can also go to their actual post here, blah 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 blah. We don't really care about that. We're just going to test it and see if it's actually worth it. So what did I do here? I went to good old Opus 4.6 and I was like, okay, what exactly is the difference? Like, how is it even any better? Well, like I said before, the biggest selling point is that Sonnet is much, much cheaper than Opus 4.6. Basically 40% cheaper. So if you want to do basically the same stuff, but for 40%, almost half off, that is why you should definitely switch. So if you're using OpenClaw, I definitely recommend for like a day or 2 or 4 days, switch to Sonnet 4.6, see your cost difference, and then see the output difference. And if it's much better, just keep it. There's no need to be using the most expensive model if the second best model out there is 40% cheaper. Blah, 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 blah. Again, like, who's doing this? I don't know. If you're doing vibe coding, OpenClaw stuff, you're not actually going to be noticing a difference from 84% to 76%. You're just not. Or if you're doing agentic financial analysis, this 2% difference here that Sonnet wins in is good for you, but you're not going to really notice it. It doesn't really matter. Aside from cost, though, the second biggest thing here is that Opus 4.6 and now Sonnet 4.6 have a 1 million context window, which basically means that the conversation history and memory will last up to 1 million tokens compared to other models that don't use 1 million. It's mostly around like, I think 200k, much smaller window. If the context window is bigger, it means it'll remember more and more. And the third biggest thing here is that for free, people who don't pay like me and you do for exorbitant amounts of tokens or API or whatever, the free tier can use Sonnet 4.6 for stuff. So you can basically for free use the second best model out there and do vibe coding and create stuff with it for free. Usually you'd have to pay at least minimum $20 a month, but now you don't have to. So to test this, we're going to give both Sonnet 4.6 and here Opus 4.6 the same exact task, and we're going to see just how good Sonnet is compared to Opus. Build me a full stack to-do app with authenticator, dark mode, and animations. Go! Go! And let's see how long each takes, and let's see how good the output is. You can see here, Opus like said something back. Sonnet went straight to work. That's interesting. Okay, so it looks like both of them read a front-end design skill first. The exact same one, actually, which is really, really good to know. It's not just like going into it. It used the same exact output to do that, which is really impressive. And now it's just doing it, which is cool. I'm also interested in the speed here. I wonder which one finishes first. Place your bets. If you think that Sonnet 4.6 is finishing first, leave a comment. If you think that Opus 4.6 is finishing first, jump off a building. Let me know. So while this is happening, if you found this video informative at all, or you find any of my videos informative at all, you should follow me on Twitter and or sub to the YouTube. This thing came out 1 hour ago. I dropped everything I was doing. You see here, I still have fish in here. I went to buy some fish. I stopped buying the fish. And, well, they're in here. You have to wait 30 minutes anyways to record this video. So this channel is the fastest place to get up-to-date information on anything happening in AI or crypto or anything new in tech. So you should sub for me because that's cool. Okay, 4.6 finished first. Interesting. And Sonnet is still going. I think we can tell which one here is definitely better. This is the usual vibe-coded purple gradient. And you can see here it does have the properly working night mode as well. This looks much better to me. Again, this might be a little bit overused, but to like most people, you're not really going to know that. You're just going to know that maybe this is some vibe-coded stuff. But this one isn't really that bad. It's actually pretty. So let's say Ashen. My password is Ashen. No account first. Register. That works. Pick a handle. Ashen. Make it strong. Ashen 1. Ashen 1. Okay. Ooh. Okay, again, this is Sonnet 4.6. So, night. Whoa! Light mode's kind of. Man, the Indian in me really comes out when I see a nice UI. Shit! Even though I'm Pakistani. It's actually really pretty. Add a new task. Shave. I don't know. Shave. Eat fruit. Oh, it even animates here. Okay, when you press done, it does not work. So that's something to note. Active, done, high, medium, low, add, medium, high. This still works, of course. Exit. Exit works. Let's see if the sign-in was saved. Probably not. It was saved. It's pretty good. So yeah, this doesn't work and that's okay, but for like one prompt in 2 minutes, it's really not that bad. Ashen 3. Let's save this as high. Okay, and if you press high, it does work. Wow! Okay, so everything but the actual pressing and then completing it works. Let's go to this one. This one is visibly much more ugly. We know that. Sign in doesn't work, and it doesn't even give the prompt to say that you need to make an account, so that's interesting. Ashen 1. Create an account. Wow! It doesn't even work! Interesting. Let's give it the benefit of the doubt. Let's refresh this for a second. Okay, let's put Ashen. Let's put a password. Create account. Wow. Hey, it's kind of crazy. It doesn't even work, guys. I'm pressing this. I'm pressing it, right? So for this small test here, Sonnet 4.6 1000% is much better. And you can tell, like, the UI is better. Everything actually works. Everything except one thing. Even the error handling is better, which is kind of crazy. And Opus, I can't even, like, sign in. I'm not going to fix it because this is one prompt, same prompt. It looks so much more vibe coded. It's kind of ugly, and it doesn't work at all. Wow. Kind of crazy. Okay, let's go to the next test then. Okay, now let's give them both an entirely different one. Let's do something like this. Write me a Twitter thread about why AI will replace SAS. Opus 4.6, Sonnet 4.6. Two entirely different things. So vibe coding Sonnet 4.6 100% worked. Again, blah, 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 whatever. Okay, so now they're asking questions. They both ask, SAS is already dead. The obituary hasn't been written yet. And then AI won't disrupt SAS. It'll eat it alive. Here's why. Okay, let's just pick a random one here. The option came up here, but this one, the option doesn't come up. You have to type it. Let's choose B. Good pick. That one hits the hardest. This one goes right into writing it. So does this. You can see here that Opus is actually tracking the characters, which is pretty smart. This one does not. Sonnet does not do that. And Sonnet wrote 10. Okay, let's just make it first. So Sonnet wrote 10. Opus wrote 9. And it says here that they're all under 280 characters, which is really good. But now let's actually read it. So every SAS tool you pay for monthly is about to become a prompt. Here's the breakdown. It's kind of stupid. Every SaaS company is one AI agent away from becoming irrelevant. Here's why the 700 billion SaaS industry is about to get rebuilt from scratch. Way too long, but I can understand why this could be a bit more interesting to keep reading. SaaS was built on simple premise. Take a business process, wrap it in a UI, charge monthly. Salesforce did it for CRM. Notion did it for docs. Make a geek game. I'm not going to read the rest of this because I don't know how to read, but you guys should read this. Take a screenshot, pause this video. Which one's better? I don't know. You tell me. Let's do one last test to see which one truly is better. I think just from the hook alone, Sonnet won this one. Opus might not have. But again, I'm not going to read the rest. Okay, so final test, we're going to give Sonnet 4.6 here and Opus 4.6 here is a riddle. A farmer has a wolf, a goat, and a cabbage. He needs to cross a river in a boat that can only carry him and one item at a time. If left alone, the wolf will eat the goat will eat the cabbage. But here's the twist. There are two rivers to cross. And after crossing the first, he gains a chicken, which the wolf will also eat first. What's the optimal solution? All right, take a second. As a human being, let's take a second to try to solve that. I'm going to help you here. I don't know. I don't know at all. I don't know. Who knows, bro? My brain can't do that. Okay, whatever. Great puzzle. Lol, quite the pivot from the SAS thread. Interesting. So Opus kind of has more of a personality than Sonnet that we're seeing. All three cross River 1. Now he picks it up. River 1. Take the goat across, leave the low. Everyone's across. River 2. The key insight. Optimal 7. Optimal total 13 one-way trips. 6 for River 1. 7 for River 2. Goat is always the problem. It can't be left with anything, so you have to move it first. Use it as return cargo when you need to swap and move it last. Okay. The wolf and cabbage are the only safe pair. Goat is the hot potato. Okay, so they both got to the same solution. Like a middleman that conflicts with everyone, so it keeps getting shuttled back and forth. This one is 7 trips. River 1 plus 9 trips, River 2. 16 total trips. Okay, here's the answer from Sonnet, and here's the answer from Opus. Which one's right? I don't know. You guys tell me. But yeah, I hope this video helps. Sonnet 4.6 visibly is really, really good. Vibe coding, it definitely won. Second one with the thread writing, I believe just from the hook, it probably won. Third one, you guys tell me. I have no idea. But basically from this video, you should be able to tell Sonnet 4.6 just came out today, 1 hour ago. So yeah, if you're using any sort of API keys, you should definitely ask yourself the question, is it worth it to be paying 40% more for Opus 4.6 now that Sonnet 4.6 is out and is 40% cheaper and 5% less of output? I think it might be a smart idea for at least OpenClaw or for whatever it is that you're running API keys on. Test it out, Sonnet, for like 1 week. If you don't notice any difference, definitely switch it to Sonnet because there's no reason that you should be paying 40% more for no reason. Unless that 40% is a 40% difference in output, then it makes sense. But from these 3 tests and from what their marketing is showing, it seems to be like a 5% difference in every single benchmark test. So it might not be worth it to be paying 40% more for Opus 4.6 when you could just run Sonnet. Thank you.